Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Susan Roberts here in Washington. 70 years ago, Emperor Hirohito announced Japan's unconditional surrender to end World War II. The current emperor is expressing deep remorse for Japan's actions and says he hopes the ravages of war will never be repeated. But the island nation is divided on how it looks back on its World War II history, and their anniversary has prompted protests in Tokyo and other parts of Asia. We begin with CCTV's Terrence Terashima, who joins us now from the Japanese capital.
Yes, Susan, it was a long day in Japan on Saturday, August the 15th. Ceremonies, debates, protests were held in various parts of the country, and it seems more active in recent years than in the past. And one of the reasons is that people started to realize that people who experienced the war firsthand are getting old, and people start thinking of how these lessons from the past could be passed to the young generations. But also, recent Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's move to enhance Japan's security, collective self-defense, and possibly revising the pacifist constitution, ironically, has stimulated the Japanese public to look back on history, to debate on the Japan's pacifist constitution, and a more interest in politics and history. And until now, political apathy and indifference have been quite strong amongst the Japanese. So the changes have been very vivid, and you can see that we saw that on August the 15th yesterday, Saturday, in Japan. Here's a recap of the events that took place on Saturday, August the 15th, here in Japan.
This is a day with mixed emotions. The elders commemorate the war dead, marking the 70th anniversary of the end of World War II. Annual ceremony was held in central Tokyo, attended by over 6,000 family members. Majority were over 70 years old.
We hereby reflect on the past, and we offer our deepest remorse for the last war. I strongly hope that we would not repeat the tragedy of the war. Together with all the people of Japan, I would like to express our deepest condolences to those who perished in the war. I hereby pray for the world peace and for the prosperity for our nation.
This is the day when controversial Yasukuni Shrine also gets the spotlight. 3 ministers and over 60 lawmakers paid a visit to the shrine. The Prime Minister did not make the personal visit, avoiding international and domestic criticism, but he made offerings under the title of Liberal Democratic Party President. This is also a day when political and historical debates heats up all over Japan. Those who oppose the Yasukuni Shrine and Shinzo Abe's security policies marched in protest, only to be met by nationalists gathered to honor the war dead, insisting the legitimacy of Japan's involvement in the war. Chaos filled the streets in front of the controversial shrine, clashes of protesters shouting threats, and hundreds of riot police trying to separate the angry groups apart. Prime Minister Abe said in his statement Japan's remorse towards sufferings of the Asian countries, but avoided direct apology. Experts say that Abe avoided the use of his own words of apology in considerations for the strong domestic nationalism. Many say Abe may have tried to ease both international and domestic politics, only to widen the grey zones of the Japanese government's historical view.
There were a strong debate among the Japanese public on the Abe's statement and whether he should have made a clear apology and expressed remorse, whereas the Emperor of Japan has expressed deep remorse for the past. So there's been quite a strong debate on that in Japan also.
Terrence Terashima joining us live from Tokyo. Thank you.